Welcome to Twisted Reality's universe, where we explore alternate timelines, impossible scenarios, and mind-bending what-if worlds that flip reality upside down and reveal stories that might have happened in another corner of the multiverse. And before we begin, tell me in the comments, which city are you watching this video from right now? Now, imagine a world where a single choice shifts the course of an entire lifetime, where destiny bends not because of chance, but because of the quiet pull of the human heart. Imagine a world reshaped by a single decision. A world in which Elon Musk, instead of pursuing rockets, electric cars, and artificial intelligence, devotes his extraordinary intellect and relentless ambition toward a singular, forbidden question. What if humanity could directly witness the past? In this twisted reality, Elon grows up obsessed not with the future, but with the ancient world. Dinosaurs, the pyramids, lost empires, forgotten cultures, and the silent mysteries buried beneath centuries of dust. As a child, he spends nights staring at history books, imagining what it would feel like to stand beside the first humans, to walk through ancient cities at their peak, to watch great leaders make world-shaping decisions in real time. This curiosity becomes a lifelong obsession, pushing him to study physics, quantum mechanics, archaeology, and theoretical mathematics simultaneously. In his secret underground lab, far from the public eye, Elon assembles a team of genius misfits, engineers who think faster than machines, archaeologists who decode civilizations from grains of sand, and physicists who believe time isn't a line, but a landscape. After decades of failed experiments, near-fatal accidents, and moments where he questions his sanity, they finally succeed. They construct the world's first temporal displacement engine, a sleek, shimmering craft powered by quantum singularities and mapped by a neural AI capable of predicting ripple effects through time. Elon names it ChronoStar One, not because it travels through space, but because he believes time itself is humanity's final frontier. With trembling hands, he activates the machine and launches himself into the unknown, becoming the first human to intentionally break the barrier of time. His first stop is prehistoric Earth, where he watches early humans struggle against predators, survive harsh climates, and discover fire for the very first time. He secretly records their behaviors, realizing that humanity's evolution was far more chaotic, brutal, and miraculous than any textbook suggests. From there, he jumps to ancient Mesopotamia, observing the birth of writing and the earliest forms of government. He travels to ancient Egypt, walking among the workers constructing the Great Pyramid, astonished by their mathematical precision and advanced engineering methods. He records the exact techniques, proving that ancient civilizations possessed scientific understanding lost to modern society. In ancient Greece, he sits in the shadows of the agora, listening to Socrates challenge young minds, watching Plato draft philosophies that will shape the world for thousands of years. He travels to ancient India, witnessing the rise of early mathematics and spiritual traditions. He stands atop the Great Wall of China during its construction, feeling the tremors of the Mongol invasions that reshape Asia. His time travel logs grow into the largest historical archive ever created, capturing raw, unfiltered truth. But as Elon journeys deeper into time, he notices unsettling anomalies, small inconsistencies, events that unfold differently from recorded history, people who seem aware of his presence. He begins tracing these anomalies, and what he discovers shakes him to his core. He is not the only time traveler. A rogue figure known only as the Chrono Architect has been tampering with history, altering events to sculpt his own vision of the perfect future. While Elon seeks to preserve reality, the architect sees history as clay to be molded. Their silent war stretches across millennia. Elon arrives in Rome during Caesar's final days, only to find the architect whispering in the ears of senators, pushing the empire toward collapse. He arrives in medieval Europe during the Black Plague to find the architect accelerating the spread of misinformation.
He travels to the height of the Aztec Empire, where the architect attempts to prevent essential cultural exchanges. Elon tirelessly works to undo these distortions, realizing that even the smallest change can ripple through centuries. Their conflict becomes a chess match played across the board of time, each move altering the fate of billions. Elon witnesses the Renaissance ignite human creativity, the Industrial Revolution accelerate global transformation, and the space age spark dreams of exploration. He safeguards key inventions, ensures scientific breakthroughs occur when they are meant to, and protects fragile moments that shape the human story. Eventually, the pursuit leads him into the far future, where humanity has spread across the stars. There, he meets advanced civilizations that revere him as the mythical guardian of time, a traveler who appears in historical records across thousands of years. They show him monuments carved with his image, representing a figure who saved entire timelines. Yet Elon knows the truth. Every journey comes with a cost. Quantum exposure begins to erode his memory, dissolving pieces of his identity like sand slipping through fingers. The more he travels, the more he forgets. Names, faces, his past, even the purpose of his mission.
Realizing he is running out of time, Elon decides on one final act. He hunts the architect to the moment where everything began, the instant young Elon first wondered what existed before written history. In a final confrontation, Elon trapped the architect inside a temporal loop, a repeating cycle preventing him from ever interfering with the timeline again. But in doing so, Elon himself becomes unstable, feeding from existence, his personal timeline unraveling. In his final seconds, he travels back to meet his younger self, whispering a message that the child will never consciously remember: protect history. With that final whisper, Elon Musk disappears completely from the timeline, erased not by failure, but by sacrifice. ChronoStar One becomes an abandoned relic lost somewhere in the folds of time. Centuries later, historians discover impossible documents, records of ancient events described with unmatched accuracy, yet written by an unknown author whose identity has been lost to time. Museums around the world display these relics, scholars obsess over their precision, and generations wonder about the mysterious traveler who walked through history without leaving a name. Humanity moves forward, unknowingly guided by a man who gave up everything to preserve the universe's fragile timeline. And so, the legend grows, the invisible guardian, the silent protector, the man who traveled time not to change history, but to save it. This is the twisted reality of what the world might look like if Elon Musk, instead of becoming an entrepreneur, had become the greatest time-traveling historian to ever live, shaping the past, influencing the present, and safeguarding the future in ways the world will never fully understand. You've just stepped out of another twisted reality, but the universe is full of infinite possibilities waiting to be explored. If you enjoyed this journey, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss the next mind-bending adventure. This is Twisted Realities Universe, where every what-if becomes a new world. Until next time, keep questioning, keep imagining, and keep exploring the realities beyond our own.